cool looking water, ain't it, Dale?
It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Now today we are fishing the Upper Waiau River in a place called Tianau. That sort of rhymes, doesn't it?
It does. I can't believe how many trout are here. We saw a trout in a puddle. That's impressive.
And our guide, Mark Wallace, said to us, it's because there's that many trout, any water, they'll find it to live in.
I hope we can find them now.
I'm tipping we're going to find quite a few fish today. Bit of spin fishing, bit of fly fishing. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm decked out. I'm ready to go.
I've got to say, hun, you look hot. Let's fish.
Ready to go fishing, guys?
Yes, this looks so exciting.
Oh, well, grab a
Always ready.
seat and hold on.
After you, Dale.
That's it.
I've done a lot of things, but I've never been jet boating.
Oh, well, you've got to try something new, don't you?
Absolutely.
Test yourself every day.
How do you to push off or?
No, it's all good.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're starting our day with a drift down the river, and we're basically belting little rapalas out against the banks, looking for brown and rainbow trout. And Cristy, I've got to say, the scenery, idyllic would be a fair word, wouldn't it?
It's so stunning, and you can see the bottom. It's kind of like being in a gin clear water of a lagoon somewhere, except you're on a trout stream.
And it's
just
fresh
beautiful.
water.
Breathtaking.
They say catching a fish is a bonus. When they say that, I think they might have been talking about today because it's just spectacular.
Certainly true. Wouldn't mind a fish though.
It'll come.
Yes,
Yep,
I'm
fish
on.
There we go.
Go, Cristy!
Awesome.
How good was that? That was in on those logs in there.
Yep, right in against the bank.
Oh,
Those browns
wow.
tuck in tight.
Right where he told you to put it. That's always the man.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the gold. It is gold.
Now, brown or rainbow, you think?
I think it's a brown.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
think it is.
Yeah, it had the beautiful gold fleck when it came. It did a little dance for me.
It did. Here he is.
Woohoo, that was
Oh, it's a nice
so...
fish.
Woo!
That's a nice
Do you wanna
brown.
eat him?
Yeah, thanks, mate.
That was so satisfying.
Just slide him up.
Okay.
That is a really nice brown, Dale.
Oh. Yoo-hoo!
Well done.
Oh, well
That's
done.
my first New Zealand trout.
Good work. And lure come out just beautifully. Look at that.
perfect.
Oh, excellent.
It's all happening. That is a beautiful fish. What a great way to start the day.
Oh my God.
A brown trout on a rainbow trout pattern.
Yeah, what's going on there, mate? A beautiful New Zealand brown trout, also known as Salmo trotter. Not huge by New Zealand standards, but huge by my standards.
And I like her standards because they like me. Cristy, it's a beautiful fish. We'll get it
It's
back.
gorgeous.
When you come to New Zealand, you catch that fish, you're going to be a happy girl, aren't you?
I'm certainly a happy girl.
See, I told you. Got a beautiful shadow here, and we've seen fish follow for the first time this afternoon. They're coming out chasing the lures. And then we've got this nice crystal clear water drop off.
So they'll even sit right back against this tree. I know it's a tough cast. Oh, there's one. You're one that followed you out. Oh, he's away now.
The gear we're using for this trout fishing in New Zealand today is quite specific. It's a Shimano Paul Worsling Nano Rod 762 brim, rated 2 to 4 kilos. It's 7'6" long, and it's just fantastic for chucking these lures a long way. The reel, Shimano Sedona 2500 FE, brand new model, absolutely love it, fantastic value for money. And the line, you'll notice it's hot pink. It is Maximus 6-pound fibre glow, doesn't spook the fish, and it's fantastic to use. When you're doing this spin fishing, really important to keep changing things up, and I'm going to give this lure a go. It's called an Aussie Special. It's 8 centimetre, it's a black spotted dog. Works really well in Australia, and I reckon it'll do pretty well in New Zealand too. We've got a tree here with fish holding under it everywhere. We're going to put a few casts over them. Got him! I saw him eat it! Awesome! I saw him roll over and eat it right there! Oh. He's a nice rainbow.
Yeah.
That was gold, did you see that?
I did see that.
He liked that lure.
He liked that.
Ooh. Oh my God, that was beautiful.
He must have known that it's an Aussie Special, this one, because he just come in and nailed it.
You want me to get him from behind or in front?
Well, we'll just see how we go. This is going to be a fair old fight
I
here.
just switch the boat off and we'll just drift.
Did you see the way he rolled on it?
Yeah, I did. He smashed it.
He actually must have followed it and then gone under and come up.
I lost track of him, and then all of a sudden he was there. He
was there. That was amazing. Like, we were in under that tree. It was blowing 50 knots of wind. And how incredible is that?
That was very cool.
Well, this is one powerful fish, and Cristy, he's got to be strong because fighting this current wouldn't be easy, would it?
No, it's so, the current, I think we were sitting still at 2,000 revs before just to stay in the current.
Unbelievable. Well, this fish is saying it's about a kilometre downstream.
I know, the scenic route. I don't mind.
Is it a scenic route or a scenic trout?
That's a really bad dad joke.
You get them on the big jobs.
Okay, which way are you coming at
I'm
me?
just going to slide straight to you like that, and you can just let him go in there.
Hey, awesome job.
That is a golden coloured rainbow trout, isn't it?
Really golden.
It's a buck, which means it's a boy. Beautiful fish, golden away, get that lure, unbelievable. And what a fight.
Oh, it was fun to watch, it was really cool. In general, these guys grow to between 50 and 70 centimetres, but can you believe the biggest rainbow trout ever caught was 57 pounds?
I ain't even got 57 centimetres, that is one fat rainbow.
You can't even imagine what that would have fought like at 57 pounds.
Just mind blowing. We'll get him out of the net and let him go.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, Cristy, good to catch, but fun to put back.
Definitely. See you, mate.
See you, dude. And away he goes.
Oh, that's stunning.
I've never seen such a golden rainbow trout.
It's really golden. The golden arches. I just asked Mark too what all these birds are doing flying around here, and he said to me that they're waiting for the mayfly.
And so are we.
So are we.
What's blown me away about spinning for trout today is that we're actually spotting most of the fish before we put a hook in them. Normally at home you're blind casting, but the water here is so crystal clear, you can see the fish, you can put the cast exactly where it needs to be, and either get a follow or a take, and that's pretty special. Got him!
I'm on.
That's a nice fish too.
I'm on.
Hey! Rainbow! It's a dancing rainbow.
Dancing. Oh, that's just so much fun.
They go hard, don't they?
They do. Look at him.
And how's the way he's swimming?
Look, he just knows. He's just swimming in with the
We're going
current.
backwards, and he's going backwards.
I feel like I'm on the set of a movie.
It's pretty cool, eh? Is that because I look like Brad
Lord
Pitt?
of the Rings.
Oh my God.
What?
Only if I look like Angelina Jolie, then we'll be even.
Lord of the Rings was filmed on this river.
Oh, really?
Part of it, yeah.
Oh, there you go, Cristy. You do
I
feel
don't
like
want to
you're on
look
a
like
set.
anyone out of that movie.
Luckily, my producer Bob looks like a hobbit. Isn't that beautiful? We've drifted onto a sand flat, just slide it over. And that is a beautiful rainbow trout.
Wow.
Now,
Thank you.
did I say that little spotted dog X-Rap's going to do the job?
Yeah, you did. He gave me the spotty doggy,
And it did.
and it did the job.
Cracker fish star.
Oh, wow.
So
Let's get
cute.
the lure out, and then I'll have a quick be cold. He's got a little lice or something on him.
Small growth. Did you get that on the big jobs? Well done, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
So I'm just taking the hooks out of this fish. You'll notice Mark actually puts a wet towel on the back of the boat here to lay the fish on. This is an aluminium boat. The sun makes it extremely hot. Put the wet towel in there because it looks after the fish, and make sure they go back with plenty of slime on them. There we go, Dale. There's your fish. Give it a swim and let it go.
Even though you can take 4 fish a day here, it's predominantly a catch and release fishery. And I'm very happy to be putting this guy back. There we go. Oh my God, how gorgeous is that, watching your fish swim away. Hey, I love New Zealand.
Cristy, the upper Waiau produced some beautiful fish this afternoon, didn't it?
Awesome, we got browns and rainbows, and I'm not going to complain about that. That was good fun.
That was about as much fun as you can have standing up. So tomorrow, we're going to come and do it all again. I cannot wait.
You twisted my arm.
Sold. New Zealand is home to a vast array of unique flora and fauna. One such example, the Takahe. This flightless bird was thought to be extinct, but in 1948 it was rediscovered by Geoffrey Orbell in the Murchison Mountains, and there's a steady population that still survives there today. Well, another big day on the river planned, as you can see, once again, dressed to impress. We're starting the day with some more casting, and Mark suggested I put a deeper lure on. In my box I have one storm arashi. This is the smaller version of those lures I was catching those massive black bass in Papua New Guinea on. It is not a trout lure, but I'm going to give it a go because it gets down nice and deep. How cool is that? Just thought on the off chance, Cristy, I'd put an arashi on, which is not a trout lure, but I wanted to get down deep.
They've obviously never seen that before.
They've never seen, well, that's another reason I love it, because they've never seen it.
That was in that really rough water too.
And Mark just thought if we got a lure down a bit deeper, there's a much better chance we might wake one of these fish up. And that's amazing. A few casts. Looks like a brownie.
I was going to say, what is it, Paul?
It's a brown.
Oh, it's a brown.
That is so cool. I always say, think outside the square. You never know what's going to happen. And when you see this lure, it is way outside the square.
Nice work.
Thanks, darling. Just going to swing him round.
Nice fish.
Hey.
Woo, good job. Look at that.
That is a cracking brown.
He's gorgeous.
And how good in that deep water with a lure that gets down deep.
I'm going to put him on the towel.
What I'm going to do is just pick him straight up.
Oh, good job.
Well, look at that. Beautiful way to start the morning.
The gold in that is like the gold on him. It's stunning.
Just like a little brown trout. The incredible thing, that is not a trout lure. But you know what? The trout didn't know. What a great way to start the day.
Very good way to start the day.
Magnificent New Zealand brown trout.
I've just wound my lure in, and it's covered in this delightful looking stuff that I believe is called Didymo. What on earth is it?
Well, it's unfortunately it's introduced. It's come in, they think, on fishermen's waders or kayakers' wet equipment, and it's just taken over our waterways, just smothered the riverbeds, and it's also known as rock snot, as you can see.
Yeah, it looks a lot like that. So hence why New Zealand customs are so strict on what your boots when you bring them in, and they want you to declare all your Fair enough, because I wouldn't want that in my waterway either. It's
not in the North Island, and it's also not across the lake in Fiordland and most of our rivers, so we try pretty hard to keep it out of there.
Keep it out. Awesome. Okay, well, let's get it off the hook and get back fishing.
Oh, he's on it, he's on it, he's on it.
Look at that.
Oh, look, yes, got him. How good was that?
That was
Now, you know what I did?
No.
I just thought I'm going to try something different.
Ooh.
So I literally went and stopped, and he appeared from that. So they're following the lures, but because I did something different, he ate it.
He nailed it.
And we watched him eat it.
You just come up on that.
That was
you
it.
come up like on that like a marlin on the spread.
I know, and then literally I went and straight away. That is amazing. So always just change what you're doing, try something different. That was just incredible.
What's that on? What do you?
That is on that little arashi, that big fat
I don't
lure.
think I'm going to be able to let you take that one back to Australia, that lure. It's been in this Didymo water, you can't bloody take it back.
That is just so cool, and I'm so excited because we tried something different at work straight away. Cracking fish. You might want to grab the net, hun.
That was a very wild take.
That was just one of the coolest things you ever see, eh? Look at him.
Oh, beautiful.
Try and stop that second hook going in the net. Nah, always the way.
Too late.
Be very careful, unhook that one. And
what are the chances you have another arashi in your box I can steal?
the chances of Buckley's are none, but because I love you, I might let you use this one.
Okay.
But the reason I caught this fish was simply because I did something different.
Yeah, just mixing it up. I love it.
It is amazing. Now, this is a New Zealand brown trout, but technically it's an Australian brown trout because the brown trout were introduced to Tasmania in 1864. They tried to bring brown trout to New Zealand from other parts of the world, but in the end, they got our Aussie trout. So technically, Cristy, this is more Aussie than I am.
That's an interesting statement.
Very interesting. But you know what? He's a good looking lad, just like me.
G'day, mate.
When you're spin fishing like this, it's just about covering water. The more casts you make, the more winds you do, the more chance you are of catching a fish. I'm using 6 pound Maxima fiberglass today, but what I've done, I've actually put a little 8 pound leader on there. It's 8 pound instinct fluorocarbon. The reason for the fluorocarbon, in this crystal clear water, I just want to make sure the fish can't see the line. I've joined it with a little back-to-back uni, quite simple, and the lure is simply attached with a uni knot. That's all you need to do to catch these fish.
There's another fish chasing
He's on it. He's on it. Oh,
I saw
yeah!
that.
Go, girl!
I was like, something's following
I
it.
saw the shape just coming at
I
it.
thought it hit the bottom.
Do you know that's not the one we're fishing
That's
to?
not the one we're fishing to. So there's 2 fish in there. Well, obviously there's 2
Oh,
fish.
look at his head.
Isn't he beautiful? How's the way you wanted that, Cristy?
That was so cool. This is
You
so much
cast
fun.
the fish, well, you cast the fish we could see,
Yeah.
another fish come through and nailed it.
So it's sight casting with lures, yeah?
That's just amazing. That's what I love about this fishery. You literally can see the fish and then cast the lure, as opposed to a lot of lure fishing I've done, you just sort of beat in the water hoping something's going to happen.
Well, as Mark said, a lot of Aussies come over here and they say the structure,
Yep.
but here the structure is the fish.
That's what I like.
Look
the way
at that.
he gets his head down, uses that current with his big pecs just to go whack, whack, whack.
Woohoo!
Go girl. Just slowly lift up. He's got some power.
Sure has.
There he is, just trying to
Using
keep his
every ounce of that water to his advantage.
head under the water and slide him over. He's a solid fish.
I could just watch that all day.
It's pretty cool, eh? Yes.
Nicely done.
You know what? All these fish seem to be very similar size, don't they?
I know, they're just, and this gold in them is just outstanding.
Now, bit of fluorocarbon leader there, Dale. Might have made a
I
difference.
think that made a huge difference. I've just changed to this and basically second cast, you beauty.
But it was an amazing cast. When that fish was following that lure, just coming in, we could all see it. There it is. And when it hit, that to me, that is what trout fishing is
Watching
about.
everything happen is definitely a huge part of the allure of this style of fishing, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've just stopped on the riverbank for lunch and talk about the incredible feast. We've got venison, blue cod, which I'm told is one of the nicest eating fish in New Zealand, and of course crayfish. How good is this for a spread? That blue cod is so good.
Slate sauce.
That's beautiful fish. We've just taken a break from the incredibly good trout fishing to ask a few questions that you may want to know the answers to. Now, Mark, how big is this river? And does it come from the mountains or somewhere else?
It's coming from the mountains, but it's fed by Lake Tianio. So we've been almost right up to the start where it drains from the lake at the control gates. and we're fishing the upper Waiau, so it's about just over 20 k's of river between Lake Te Anau and Lake Manapori.
Now I heard the fisheries actually do surveys to try and figure out how many fish are in the river.
Yep.
How do they do that? Because they can't have a census. And how many fish do they think are in this river?
Right, well what they do is they get half a dozen drift divers, guys in wetsuits, and they're spread out across the river, and they are only counting what they call large fish, so basically fish over 30 centimetres or bigger. And the average, or the last dive count, was 300 to 400 fish per kilometre in this river.
That is an incredible amount of fish, and we've seen big fish, we've seen smaller fish. I don't reckon I've seen one under 2 pound. They're all pretty serious. Traditionally, is this a rainbow trout fishery? Because we've seen a lot of browns.
I know. I think today we've been fishing that pocket water more, and we've caught a lot more browns. A couple of rainbows, but yeah, it's good to catch fish, whatever they are.
So the other question, because we don't see a lot of jet boats in Australia,
Okay.
Why a jet boat?
Well, you got no propeller, so going up the rivers you would have seen all the logs and debris in the water, so it just means we can tick around these spots looking for fish without damaging props and sucking stuff into the propeller and causing issues that way.
And of course, it's lots of fun too. Now I've got to ask the most important question of all. Were you just being really kind to your Aussie guests, or do you seriously put on a spread like that every time you come out here?
Yeah, no, we do our best to put a spread on with all the Fiordland flavours. So that's all locally sourced produce.
And talk about good produce, crayfish, blue cod, venison, and his missus doesn't make a bad salad either. That was a good spread, and you're not a bad chef, mate.
Oh, I do my best. I do my best.
Well, a beautiful lunch. Cristy, now it is time to try the fly. Let's go, Mark. Do you want me to go for the one out the back?
Have a go at the one on the back. He's just creeping up, just a bit further over.
Yep.
Nice.
Can you see him, Dale?
Yep.
That's perfect.
He wanted it. Oh, he swam under.
There you go. Got his fish on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, well done. That was so cool.
This is just like for me, just watching a movie. This
And
is
Cristy,
the best.
there's still another one back there that you can have a shot at, I reckon. How cool was that to see him come and eat it?
Beautiful. So
I thought it was
beautiful.
done after the drag, but he was still happy to come and.
Yeah,
I'll just
well,
drift back if you
yep.
want to get line on or
Thank
anything.
you.
Right.
So what happened there was the first time we saw the fly, we got drag, which means the fly line got dragged and pulled the fly away from its natural swim. But I just popped it back down, he ate it. And Cristy, I mean, how special is this?
Oh no!
He just pulled the hook.
Pulled the hook. I'll just sneak in so we don't get any drag.
That's right in front of him. There's a fish right at the back there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
That's what I'm casting to.
Yeah.
And is there one in front of him?
I'm not sure. I can't see the fly.
Why can't I think?
Just pick it up.
Oh, I
and-
see the fish. Okay, I see the fish there
Yeah.
now. It's got to go in front of him.
He
Oh,
took
yes!
it, yes!
Oh, I saw the mouth open. How good was that?
We'll just get him out of these
Yeah,
logs.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
well
keep him
done,
up.
well done. You.
Look him
Cristy,
coming out of
how's
that
the
wood.
big white gob open?
This
Oh.
is the best TV I could watch all day.
Isn't it
the
gold?
live show.
Right.
He just come up and sipped it off the top, didn't he?
That was lovely.
That was gold. And that was the fish we saw, the first fish we saw when we
The
went in
first
there.
one we've been wanting to catch.
And we couldn't get to through all the other fish. This is seriously world-class fly fishing. And I'm not the best fly fisher, Cristy. How easy was that?
I'm not saying anything, but it was awesome to watch.
It's a nice fish too.
It
Yeah.
is. I'm gonna get the net.
Yep. He's keeping this right up. He's got his head down the current. That is just mind-blowing. Here he
If he
goes.
wants to run, let him go.
Yep.
There's not many obstacles in here.
Now, why is it the jet boat just doesn't spook him?
If they're sitting in that calm water
Yep.
and we're out in the fast, my theory is that all the noise and the drone is getting dragged off downstream.
Yep.
It's just like any fishing. The approach is is important.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter if you're in a great big pink car, as long as you approach it nice and quietly.
Yep.
You just pretend you're on the bank.
There he is there.
Yep.
He's got some weight, he's got the head down.
Yeah.
How's the take?
I love that.
See the mouth.
He just come towards, I couldn't see him fly, and I think, oh, there it is.
Yeah, no, I was watching it.
Oh,
Hungry
look at
Jack.
that.
Geez, for a rainbow fishery, we're just nailing all the browns at the moment.
Yeah.
Some days we get this.
Yeah? I don't mind as long as they
No.
start with T and end with wrap. There's a lot of weight there, there's nothing I can do, eh? Well, this fish has got his head down deep, and you can see by the bend in the rod how much pressure I've got on him. But I can't put too much pressure because I've got a very light tippet. That's the fishing line at the end. But I can see some snags down there at the spotter, so I've got to keep his head up a bit.
There's definitely...
Yeah, I'll move out to the middle if I can.
Yep, ooh, look at those head shakes.
I can see him there.
I can see him there. He just can't, he won't come, will he?
I'll switch the boat off now, we're in a safe drift.
Yep. But how awesome is fly fishing? People are scared of it, but how awesome
No,
was
look,
that?
we can do it from a boat.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Like you could have fished them from the bank, but you
Yep.
got all the snags and everything there, and it's just the stress of getting caught up when there's a fish in sight.
Yep.
And the boat just takes all that out of it. He's starting to, maybe not.
Just when you think he's going to cooperate.
He's coming up here. That's a solid fish, look at
Yeah,
that.
he's gorgeous. He's a little bit paler in colour.
He is. Well, don't dip for him. I'll try and lift him up.
Okay.
Yep, when you're ready.
Yeah. Oh.
No, let him go, let him go. I'll just wait, turn his head around. There's no rush. I just can't get him up anymore. Straight in.
Thank you.
Lovely.
That is a beautiful brown.
a very, very solid brown trout. Just grab that, Cristy. On a fly, and he's absolutely scoffed that fly. Come here, mate. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at the size of the gob. That's the gob I saw just come up, and he,
Look at this.
Cristy, he's taken that fly about 3 inches down his gullet.
No wonder. Look at the mouth.
Look at the gob on it, and that is just so special to see 3 fish cast a fly, hook one, get off, and then he comes along.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That is New Zealand
Love
at its
your
best.
work, NZ.
Yes, pretty cool. Mark, fairly distinctive. He knows his stuff. Well, as you can probably see, we've pulled into some calmer water so we can release this fish properly. I think I might do the honours.
I can't wait to watch.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm just swimming this fish to revive it. We've had it in the net several times as well. And it is as simple as showing this beautiful brown for one last time and just sliding him away. They're cracker fish. I love them so much, but to see them swim, that is a beautiful thing. See you, dude.
Over here towards the bank, 2 or 3 feet off, we've got a fish.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's it.
Perfect.
Lovely. Here he comes. Watch it, watch it.
Look at
He's chasing it.
Stop. He's chasing it.
I can't see. Oh,
This
yes,
is
I
him.
see him. Oh, my God.
Just lift your rod.
Where's the fly?
I don't
all
know.
the way
It's
over here.
dragged right around.
I don't think he saw us.
No. Just watch him.
Oh, you got a fish on, Cristy.
Oh, we got a different fish.
Go, go.
Hold the rod up
Hold the
tight.
rod up.
Hold it tight. That's it. Keep the rod up. If he
rod up.
wants to run, let him run, but it's all right.
Okay, now try and wind the slack lining with your other hand.
Okay.
It's
Just keep that tight.
Hang on.
Keep the rod,
it
keep a
bent.
bend in the
No, it's
rod.
the left hand,
Yeah, you're
sorry.
right. That's all right. Take your time. Wind it the other. Just keep it bent and wind up. And if he wants to go,
That's
let
it.
it go through your fingers. If he wants to run.
Okay.
That was crazy.
Oh, that was...
Well, I was looking at this one.
So was I.
Hang on. Okay, yep, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
How wicked is that?
That was like
was watching him.
4,000 things going on
Okay,
at once.
so now you're on the reel.
Keep the rod up. Lift
Now
the
you can let go of the
And you
line.
can let go of the line.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it. And if you can
How to
lift,
learn how to catch a trout in like 10 seconds.
Okay, so we'll just keep
Oh
this
my
rod bent.
God.
and that's
on
all the
fire.
time it took you.
Oh my God, that was so... I'm like pulling, I'm like, there's a fish on the end of that.
Oh, he's taking long.
There he
Jeez.
goes. There's no sweeter sound. How's that?
Just hang on. We might just
Maybe back
try
then.
to follow him a little bit because he's going to go out in that current. He's a rainbow too.
Oh, well done.
Oh, look at it!
Keep the rod up.
Oh.
That's it. You can use the bend of the rod for your brake.
And whatever
Wow,
you do, whatever you do, do not bring the fly line into the rod, okay?
Okay, right.
6
So
inches.
keep that rod up.
Bring it.
That's it.
Doing a great job, Dale.
You're doing well. That's nice and high. That's good.
Okay, nice
Yep.
and high, right.
'Cause
Wow. There's a few things to think about,
Just a little bit.
but it makes it so exciting.
It is
Oh, he
super
just went
exciting.
down. He just
Yeah.
went down.
That's all right.
So was that a brown coming out?
Yeah, that was a brown coming out and we've caught a rainbow.
Unbelievable. This place is just ridiculous, it is.
So, can you believe?
Oh!
Oh my gosh!
Well done.
Okay.
Oh, how's it?
Okay. Can you believe I'm in a jet boat in New Zealand, in waders, fly fishing in this incredible country,
Just wind that line. Yeah.
and not concentrating on what I'm doing because I'm
No,
so
you're
excited.
right. Keep that right up.
If you don't get excited, it ain't worth doing, Cristy.
No.
This is true. Oh, he's coming
He's
up.
come to the
coming up.
surface.
Oh, look at that tail.
See, he gets downstream of us and he.
You're doing good, Dale.
You're
This
doing
is
well.
so much fun.
He's
Just
not
give me some
done yet.
curry.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
You may wonder why I'm in waders, like a bit of an overkill in a boat. We've got the waders on in case we get out to fly fish and wade the water, but the river has risen a bit in the last couple of days, and when we went out, it was a little bit deep, wasn't it?
It was a bit deep. But we've got life jackets on.
We've covered all bases. Oh my, whoa, he's coming up again.
It's a good fish.
Looking into this stunningly clear water at my fish when this massive other fish just swam
A
past.
rainbow swam past this one. It must have been at least 8 or 9 pounds.
That's how many fish are here.
That's incredible.
And
Just
these
going
are
to start
wild
us up
fish.
to move us back. Just holding on. That
Yep.
breeze is blowing us in.
Just slowly lift, keep the pressure on. It is a rainbow. We've had a good look at it, and it's a good fish too. Here it is, just here.
I can see you.
Now you can't wind anymore, Dale. You've got 12 foot of tippet. You just got to work him towards us.
Okay,
So you've caught hundreds and hundreds of trout in your life.
lots.
Have you caught wild trout on fly?
No, never.
Well, there you go. This is pretty
Oh.
exciting then.
My 36th year of fishing and my first wild rainbow trout on fly.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's not count our rainbows until they've
Oh,
sprung.
I've seen it. This water's so clear, I feel like
He's going to jump, I think. They're crazy, these fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race.
I'm trying.
You're right.
I'm trying. Come to mama.
Oh, we're in.
Yes! Yippee, yippee, yay! Oh my God.
That
That
is
is-
a cracking fish, Cristy. Look at that for a rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Hello.
Not a bad way to start,
Hello.
is it? Fly fishing.
How's the thing that swam past it? We actually think it might have been coming to have a look. Explain the fly. What was it like?
It was intense because there were so many things to think about, but that was why it was so much fun. Like, not to put anybody off, it wasn't that it was difficult, it was just really fun to put all that together to achieve this.
Well, the one thing that helped us achieve it, he's standing there. He can see trout like you wouldn't believe, and then when you're looking at one, you catch another one. This guy's good.
Trout whisperer.
But Cristy, I reckon she's better.
Oh, come on now.